Today's men are weak. I'm sure you've noticed this, that in general, today's men are failing us. In society first has failed men, but the men of today are failing to be men. What it means to be a man today is different than it was 100 years ago. You see, society is pushing a lot of agendas and proclaiming a lot of things that makes it difficult for men to be men. But despite all of this, we must become better men than our fathers. Today's men are becoming weak. They're being made weak by this society, by this life of pleasure and ease that's being promoted by other corporations. Relax, play video games today, have fun. And men are becoming weak. They're becoming unreliable. It is actually a problem that's been getting worse since the fall of World War II, is what they call the Greatest Generation. Today's men are weak. They don't control their emotions. They are undisciplined. They lack any sort of purpose, any direction, anything in life. Today's men are emasculated. They are feeling worthless. They feel like they have no value, which leads them to lash out at the world, to make rash decisions, be out of control of their emotions. And that's one of the worst things for a man to do, is because a man has so much power, he cannot lose control of his emotions. Because of all this, we must become better men. We must be better men than the men of yesterday. I'm going to give you 4 steps on how exactly we're going to do it. Number 1 is going to be, you must have a purpose. This is the most important thing I always say, that a man needs to have a purpose. A man must have some sort of mission or a higher calling in his life to sort of direct his path. It's a reason you get out of bed every day. It's a reason that you're still alive. It's because you have a purpose inside of you. You have a destiny. Whether it be God, whether it be some sort of form of higher calling, everyone must answer to, or everyone must have something to direct their path. If you are a man, you'll notice a lot of people who have a job, and then they lose that job, then they're unemployed, and then they kind of just wake up late, they don't have anything to do, they're aimless, they're sort of just letting life pass them by. That's because they don't have a purpose. If you have a purpose in your life, it is almost impossible. It is almost impossible for you to be depressed, because 99% of the time, you know exactly what you need to do. Now, sometimes you may not do it, but that's just part of your own discipline and your own work ethic. Having a purpose is, like I said, the most important thing, because it's kind of like a guidebook on how you should live. You kind of know exactly where your path should be leading you. And this is another point. You need to have a purpose, a mission in life, and that cannot be a woman. You see, the problem with a lot of relationships, as to why they mostly fail, is because a man must have a purpose that he's looking towards. And the woman's purpose in a relationship is to look towards the man. When the man takes his eyes off the ball, off of his purpose, his mission, to look at women and chase women, it's done. It's wraps. He's failed because he is chasing pleasure. He's chasing comfort and everything else. So that's why I say number 1 is you must have a purpose in life. You must have a mission, whether it be your business, whether it be a YouTube channel, whether it be something for you to pour your energy into. This has to be your mission that flows from you, your desire, from something that means something to you, and something that can mean something to you for the rest of your life. Now, like I mentioned, that chasing pleasure, that's going to be number 2. Number 2 is discipline. We're going to be disciplined young men. In this world of pleasure and quick, fast food, attention economy, a lot of people chase pleasure. It is so common, like I say, for average students I see to graduate high school, and they're just be on the game. They're on the game, and listen, I play video games myself. Sometimes. I won't call myself a gamer. I'm not really like a gamer. And some people can make a career of it. That's fine. But for you to chase pleasure, like video games, like junk food, like pornography, like all of those things as a young man, is going to destroy your life. Because if you love pleasure, how are you going to have that grit, that dog in you, that mental fortitude to like handle whatever difficult thing life throws at you? If you're someone who is addicted to discipline, however, and you have low dopamine, you're very focused, you're very attention driven, and you are like ruthlessly pursuing these difficult things like working out, like starting a business, like doing difficult things, learning new skills, things that are hard to do but will pay off later, then it's going to take you places because you're ruthlessly addicted to not feeling that comfort, because that comfort is what kills men. Comfort kills men, and it kills empires. Brand circuses and all. Number 3 is actually going to be live with an open heart. Now, I know I said men need to control their emotions, and that is very much true. There's a specific way you need to go about it, because a lot of men, while being stoic is a good thing, being repressed is not a good thing. You need to be able to properly express yourself and your emotions. Now, as a man, you should be able to sort of push your emotions aside and do your duty. What I mean by that is on a day-to-day basis, is that when you're living around like women and children, you hopefully have a family one day, then, or even just other men in general, what's going to help you most socially is living with an open heart. And what that actually looks like is sort of living without any regrets, fears, or doubts. Not repressing part of your personality, part of who you are, just to please other people. And the way you can go about that is by self-examination. And sort of, you need to accept yourself as you are. You need to just be yourself. Be your most honest, genuine self without trying to correct it. Now, of course, this comes with a caveat. I'm not saying if you're in public at a restaurant, you do backflips on the table because that's what you like. But I'm saying that when sharing yourself, living with an open heart means that you tell the people, hey, I like this TV show, or this is my favorite book. Regardless of what they are going to judge you about, you're okay with yourself, you know who you are, and you're completely fine with it. In fact, you're almost proud of it, proud of who you are, because that live with your heart open. Do not repress your emotions or repress your feelings just to please other people, or especially not other women. Number 4 is going to be, you need to ruthlessly dedicate yourself to improving and being a student for life. You need to self-examine yourself. You need to ruthlessly devote yourself to continuous self-examination. As a man on this journey, the journey is for your entire life. It goes all the way up until you die, which means you're not going to hit your peak at 19, you're not going to hit your peak at 30, you're not going to hit your peak at 50, because you will always not know something. There's always going to be something you don't know. And when a man thinks that he knows everything, he knows nothing. You need to keep continuously progressing. You need to keep examining yourself, keep looking at yourself. Okay, what am I doing wrong? What could I do better this month? What did I do wrong last month? How can I improve on this month? What relationships can I improve? How can I be a better husband, a better father? How can I be a better brother? How can I be a better son? How can I better help people? Maybe you need to tweak this area. Maybe you need to tweak that area. Maybe you need to pick up a new skill. Whatever it is, you need to continuously be a lifelong student. That means learn new skills. That means learn new ways to talk to people. That means you need to maybe be a different thing to a different person at a different time. And just overall be better. Just continuously devote yourself to self-improvement. Self-improvement is the idea of just going up and up and up. But the best part is that there is no peak. There is no part where the sky just stops. Like, the sky's the limit. The point is because you can keep going up and up forever. Which, that is actually good news. Think about it. You yourself watching this video are technically the worst, most lowly, like, degenerate version of yourself that you're ever going to be. Because if what I said is true and you continuously get better and better every year, then you're nowhere near your prime. That is good news. That is amazing news, because you are just going to keep getting better and better every single year. So I want you to take these 4 things and really internalize them and really live by these 4 rules for the rest of your life. And continuously do them, continuously keep upgrading yourself, keep examining yourself, keep getting better and better every day, because we as a generation need to be better men. The men of yesterday have failed us. It is our job, regardless of what you think about the men of yesterday, I'll say this. Your goal should be to be better than those who came before you. And it comes through slow, disciplined work. It is about being better than they were, continuously upgrading yourself. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are interested in continuously getting better on your path, if you're a young man and you're not 30 yet and you're way too better, then I recommend that you subscribe, join the channel, and join Project 30. We are going to make it as men by the age of 30.